All right, welcome back, everyone. We're diving deep today.
Deep into what exactly?
That's a great question. We're looking at the world of finance and geopolitics, how they kind of collide.
Sounds complicated.
It can be, but that's why we're here. We're focusing on Palantir Technologies. You're familiar?
Oh, yeah, the data analytics company. I've definitely heard of them.
Exactly. Now, there's this report from Smart Money AI.
And?
It basically suggests that potential U.S. defense budget cuts could hit Palantir pretty hard, our mission today. To understand why this seemingly small story is actually a big deal and what it means for the connection between, well, governments, tech, and the stock market.
Lots to unpack then.
Absolutely. So Smart Money AI highlights this dramatic 10% drop in Palantir's stock price. Ouch, right?
Yeah, that's a significant hit. Makes you wonder what spooked investors so badly.
Well, think about Palantir's business model.
Mostly government contracts, right? Especially in defense.
Bingo. So when even the possibility of defense budget cuts comes up.
Investors get nervous, see a potential drop in future revenue for Palantir.
Makes sense. They don't like uncertainty.
Nobody does, especially in the market.
Exactly. And it's not just Palantir, right? The report, it mentions chatter about broader cuts to federal spending overall.
Oh, so this could impact a whole bunch of companies.
Potentially any company hooked on government funding. It's like a warning sign flashing.
And not knowing the specifics, that just throws fuel on the fire.
How so?
Think about it. No one knows how deep these cuts might go, which programs get hit. All it's up in the air.
So a lot of unknowns.
And that unknown, that's what creates market volatility. People start guessing, making moves based on, well, not a lot of solid info.
It's all about managing risk. Speaking of which, Smart Money AI pointed out how fast the market reacted to this news.
Really?
Yeah. Seems like investors are on high alert. Even just the hint of these defense cuts and bam, they're making moves.
I guess that shows just how sensitive the market is to anything affecting companies like Palantir. They're so tied to government decisions.
It's almost like a tightrope walk for them.
In what way?
Well, on one hand, those government contracts, super lucrative.
Sure, big money there.
But the flip side,
Political winds shift, budgets change, suddenly your main source of income is shaky.
exactly. Makes you wonder if there are any, historical parallels here.
Oh, absolutely. Plenty. The dot-com bubble burst back in the early 2000s.
What happened there?
Tons of tech companies relied heavily on venture capital and hype-driven investments. When that dried up, poof, lots of them just vanished.
So, a cautionary tale. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Precisely.
Which brings us to solutions. How can data analytics companies, in general, become less vulnerable? Diversify, maybe?
Diversification is key, for sure.
Any ideas on how they can do that?
Well, there's the commercial sector. Lots of potential there. The tools they've built for government work, they could be super useful for businesses, too.
Give me an example.
Cybersecurity, fraud detection, even marketing analytics, all areas ripe for data-driven solutions.
So basically, taking their government-honed skills and applying them to private companies.
Exactly. A win-win.
Smart. Are there other paths to diversification they could explore?
Definitely. International markets are booming. Tons of countries are investing big in data analytics,
Oh, right. Makes sense.
So going global, it doesn't just create new revenue streams, it also reduces dependence on any one government, spreads the risk.
That's a great point. It's not just about tech anymore. It's this whole web of politics, economics, and how they all influence the market. A lot to think about.
Totally agree. And investors, they need to be clued into all this too. Before they jump in, got to understand a company's revenue, their risk factors, the whole picture.
This has been eye-opening. And with tech becoming even more, shall we say, entangled with government, I feel like these situations are just going to keep popping up.
Probably. It's the world we live in, right?
So, final thoughts. What's the big takeaway for our listeners?
I'd say it's all about adaptation and diversification. For companies, that means building a business model that can weather the storms. For investors, it means knowing the risks and making smart choices.
That's a great way to put it. This whole Palantir situation, it's a case study, really. Valuable lessons for anyone involved in tech or finance.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks for taking this deep dive with us. Always a pleasure. And everyone listening, stay curious. We'll catch you on the next one.
See ya.